The cornerstone task, teacher instructions, found in Module 2, Foundations of Government, provide additional resources for students that may need more scaffolding to successfully demonstrate transfer. There are links to a variety of graphic organizers that you could offer for students to use while planning their closing argument. There are resources on how to write closing arguments from both the defending and prosecuting points of view, and there are suggestions to review the purpose of the Supreme Court and the First Amendment from the Bill of Rights. It might also be beneficial to review the rubric with your struggling learners prior to completion of the task. The rubric does use some advanced language, so it might be prudent to review the rubric and develop a more student-friendly language for the rubric that might be easier for students to understand. Remember, this video module provides some suggestions for you on how to scaffold for your struggling learners. However, it does not mean you cannot use additional strategies or resources that you create yourself or find on your own. You may choose to allow students to work in pairs or small groups to discuss the details of the case. You may find it necessary to briefly discuss the civil rights movement with the class or groups of students who are unfamiliar with the protests of that era. You might use some of these graphic organizers here and lead students through the steps of completing it without telling them what to think or believe about the case. Feel free to do what you need to do to scaffold this task for your students. Remember, it is important not to change the purpose of or skills assessed by the task. Struggling learners will need additional supports, but if you want to ensure that students are still applying the relevance of historic lessons and communicating their ideas on their own. If you have any questions regarding scaffolding the 8th grade cornerstone task for struggling learners, contact your content specialist. Thank you.